Hi everyone, it's Barb Betts here, and I want to chat with you about something today. If I hear another commercial talk about loan approval in 8 minutes, I'm gonna lose my mind. Guys, you cannot get a loan approval in 8 minutes. It doesn't exist. That would be called a pre-qualification letter. And let me introduce something to you. A pre-qualification letter, or frankly, even a pre-approval letter, is only worth the paper it's written on. Let me explain to you how the loan approval process works and why it's so critical that you work with a realtor and lender who know what they're doing. You know when you go buy a car on a Friday night and you fill out an application and you give it to the salesperson and they take it back and they run your credit and they look at your application and they say to you, you can have the car. And you work out payments and you work out terms and you drive away Friday night at 9 o'clock with the car. Banks are not open Friday at 9 o'clock. And we've all had those experiences where we buy a car and then the next week, 3 or 4 letters come from banks and a couple approve you and some don't, but you got the car, right? That's exactly what a pre-approval is like with a lender. When you go get a pre-approval from a lender or an 8-minute loan approval, they're just going off of what you told them. Nobody is verifying anything. They're saying that if all of this is true, and if you can prove all this is true, then we can get you the loan. But it still has to go through something called underwriting, and it still has to go in front of an underwriter. So here's the real reality with these 8-minute loan approvals. They are not completely reliable or accurate. You need a qualified lender who can sit down and look at your numbers, look at your documentation, and ensure that they can really get you the loan that you and I are going to go shopping based off of. So here's what we recommend. We do have a lender who does what's called an ultimate loan approval. Most banks will not send your paperwork to an underwriter for final loan approval until you're under contract or in escrow. Our lender that we work with, Preferred, is a little bit different. They do what's called an ultimate loan approval, which means when you sit down with them to talk about getting pre-approved, they will collect all of your documentation then, and their underwriter will approve it before you go looking for a home. That's the key, before. They will sign off on your income, your assets, your employment verification, all of your deposits. They will make sure you're completely ready and qualified to buy a home before we go looking. Why is this powerful? This is powerful because you're going to have the confidence in knowing that when we write that contract, you can actually get the loan that you think you're going to get. So here's the deal. It doesn't matter what lender you use. We recommend you use someone that you can go see in person, someone that you can sit down with and have a face-to-face conversation with, because when we're under contract and we're in escrow, it's very important that we have someone that's going to meet the deadlines and is going to stand up to the word that they gave you that they can get that loan done. Can you get an 8-minute loan approval? No. There is no physical way you can get a loan approved in 8 minutes. But if you work with a reputable lender that we recommend, we can ensure that you're going to get a loan approved, you're going to be confident in the offers you write, and at the end of the day, you will get the keys to your home.